Hello, hatchlings, my name is RusticDragon and welcome to this 16th episode on the TimeCraft server, where, for now, we are actually not on TimeCraft. We are in my build world, or in one of my build worlds, because some of them are corrupted, which is great. We are here to check out this over here. This is a super smelter. For a matter of fact, this is a super smelter design by Death Dealer. And he built this on the TimeCraft server not too long ago, and it's pretty amazing. It's pretty fast. However, I don't know much about redstone, but I did figure out one way to make it just a slight tiny bit faster. I'm talking like milliseconds. It's not worth the effort I put into this, but I did it anyways, and now I'm going to build it. This design is fairly simple. It has... hold up. How many furnaces is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 12 furnaces and 6 rows, which means 2 times 6, that is 12, 62? Is this 62 furnaces? That's not right, is it? It's 72 furnaces. This is a 72 furnace array. And the reason this is faster is not necessarily because it has more furnaces, which it does. It does have a few more furnaces than Death Dealer, so I won on that front. But it also has more hopper inputs for the chest down here. The chest, Death also has a single double chest, but he has only one hopper line running into the chest, while I have 4, which means that should be a little bit faster. This needs a couple of resources. Okay, first, the way this farm works, or this super smelter works, is there are chests here with hopper minecarts, and if you put something in there, like, let's just run a test. Let's put some... nobody ever smelts diamond ore. Let's do diamond ore. So the idea is, okay, it's already full of coal. You put fuel in here, and once all of that fuel is picked up by the hopper, you pull this lever, and... this hopper minecart runs over all of the furnaces in the back and supplies them with fuel. The top one, you can either put it in the chest or you can put it here. Here it's a little bit faster. You put in the ores and it skipped the first one. Oh, there's just a lever in there. I don't know why. It puts the ore that you want to smelt into the furnace, and as soon as it's done smelting, it all flows into this location right here. And as you can see, it is quite fast. Now, this needs quite a lot of resources, like a fairly big amount of resources. The current bottleneck of this farm is actually that these furnaces are done smelting before the furnace minecarts with the new ore is back. So we smelt pretty much as fast as we possibly can. Now, I'm going to figure out how many resources I need for this, and then we're gonna hop on the TimeCraft server and start constructing this. And there it is. These should be all of the resources we need to make this auto smelter. Now, these are actually more than enough resources. There's one thing. I set out this area over here. This is where I want to make the super smelter. And there's room on this side to make all of the rails go around and stuff. But here's the problem. In my testing world, I put the input on this side, which wouldn't work because this is where the first line of furnaces would be. It has 3 blocks, so the wall would be over here, which isn't going to work. So I have to put it over there. I'm gonna have to mirror my previous design, and that is going to be some trouble. But let's just get it started. Okay, so my game is doing something very weird. It has decided that I can place a block where I'm standing. Why? Why can I do this? That's not good. Try pillaring up, like... why? Okay, I have finished the first step, which is placing in all of the furnaces, and as you can see there are quite a lot of them. As well as the entire collection system. So everything that goes into one of these furnaces will come out into that chest. Let's see, yeah, that checks out. The way this actually works is I make use of 4 different sides of the chests, which means half, a fourth of the stuff goes into this side, fourth of the stuff into this side, fourth of the stuff here, fourth of the stuff here, which means every side of the chest has 3 lines of furnaces, which is for this hopper line, these 3 lines, for this one, these 3, for this one, these 3, for this one, these 3, and that way it will do the collection as fast as possible. Now the next thing we're actually going to be doing is we are going to do the fueling, because that is just very simple. Placing a hopper on the back side of this, just turn off ambient sounds, because nobody likes those. And these hoppers at the back of all of the furnaces is where fuel will go in. And after all of those hoppers are in place, it's time for the final hopper line, which is on top. This is the item input. Okay, with all of the hoppers in place, it is time to start working on the rail system. And this is the difficult part. I'm probably gonna have to check the world a couple of times. So this is the pattern of the first minecart. It starts over here. If you flick this lever, there we go. It turns on, the minecart starts going, would go around this loop, and once it hits the end, it instantly turns back and comes back around here. Now, there is a raise over here because the other minecart needs to go underneath it to go over the other hoppers. The top here, if I'm correct, would be something around these lines. That seems to check out. I have placed in all of the rail. I've also powered all of the powered rail that needs to be powered. I've placed in the hopper minecarts, and without me actually realizing, this thing is now operational. So we are going to test that out. First of all, we are going to make a bit of wood to put into the furnaces. There we go. Let's wait until this filled up with 5 stacks. Okay, that's good. So we're going to start letting this minecart roll about. And indeed, our furnaces are getting fuel. Then we are going to put in 5 stacks of jungle logs because, well, I don't want to keep running this on jungle wood. I want coal. I want the good stuff. So let's see. As soon as the minecart right about makes it back, it's on its way back. So then, if we do this, that seems good. Also, this is a fun time to talk about a interesting visual glitch that I found. When a minecart goes over this, it quickly glitches to this block. Hold up. Look, and why? What is happening? It's just a visual glitch. I've never seen like the bottom and the top minecart collide or whatever. It should be fine, but it's still weird. All right, and let's quickly take a look. There we go. It is bringing in that coal quite freakishly fast. If we get 5 stacks, that means actually everything is working and none of the chests are clogged up. That is a very good sign. So we can actually pause this right now. It's going to make its way once more. And there we go. We now actually have a extremely well-working farm. Or extremely well-working super smelter. The only thing that needs to be done is... this is ugly. It needs to be patched up. Alright, for the next project we're going to be working in this area over here. This is the Pillager outpost right next to our raid farm. The raid farm is over there. It's just outside of render distance. And this is the Pillager outpost. Now what we're going to do is, for those who don't know how raids work, let's see if I can find one. That over there is a raid leader. If you kill a pillager with a banner on his head, you get the bad omen effect, which is necessary to make the raid farm work. Now, they are quite strong, and it's quite annoying to have to come here, risk your life to kill a banner guy, and then come back. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a bit of a farm for that. And this is entirely my own design. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't a design like this out there. I just haven't found it. I just decided to make this completely myself, so just keep that in mind. What we're going to be starting with is a bit of a spawning platform. Now, I am quite a few blocks above the Pillager outpost. And I'm going to make a 15 by 15 area of grass over here. So if you see this is one. I need to go 7 out from the center. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4. Okay. And this has to be fully filled in with grass. There it is. We've got this area filled in with grass. Now, I started at y equals 100. The raid farm is a little bit lower. Let's say just the tallest block of the raid farm is right here at y equals 88. And I'm looking at these numbers over here. And so we went 12 blocks up. Now that's quite right. The next thing we need to do, I totally meant to do that. The next thing we need to do is we need to make the platform we're going to be standing on to spawn the pillagers. The way Minecraft works is it can spawn hostile mobs, and I think passive mobs as well, but at least hostile mobs, 128 blocks away from the player. Anything further and the mob will automatically despawn. The way this raid farm is going to work is we're going to drop them down, I believe 3 blocks, 2 or 3 blocks. And we have to keep that in mind. So the best height I found for this is the platform at y equals 290. So that is 119 blocks away from the spawning platform. So let's find the center again, which I believe is over here, if I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's over here. And we're going to pillar up to y equals 100 or 219. And this block right here, this is 219. So over here we're going to make a little bit of a platform. It shouldn't have to be too big. There we go. And now we're going to take down the rest of the pillar again. Very well. I have placed in all of the water lines over here. So pretty much what's going to happen is pillagers are going to spawn on this platform because we're up there and they can't spawn any lower. If they then see a villager, then I'm going to have to place in there, and I have no idea how I'm going to do that. They're going to try to walk over, fall in the water, and once they've fallen in the water, they get funneled to this position. There are 2 pistons here, one that will make sure they're all on this block, and one that once they've fallen, they get pushed onto here. And this is going to be a water column elevator that's going to go all the way up to our little AFK spot. So let's get that all ready. So I have gone ahead and I have finished pretty much all of the farm. There's currently a water chute going up that I misplaced some water and still working on disappearing. Or maybe I have not filled in all of the blocks. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, there is a water chute. As soon as the pillagers run into this gap, they get sucked up in here, go to the top, go over here, under here, and then I would be standing here, swinging my sword, and killing all of them for a very good time. Now, there are a few more things that needs to be done. First of all, this is currently just a water chute, and this needs to be a bubble column. So I need to change all of that into source blocks using kelp. Then I have to change the bottom block, change that into soul sand, so everything would be ready then. I then have to figure out the pistons underneath that are going to push the pillagers into the water chute, and then I have to place in the villager, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll come back to you once I've got the farm done. There we go, lads. The raid farm has been finished, or the what's called this, like a bad omen. Okay, we need to put something on that. The bad omen farm has been finished. As you can see down there, the villager is in place, the pillagers spawn on this platform, run into here. Are they going to shoot me every time they bop up? Yes, they are. Okay, this is probably... I did not think that through. But anyways, as you can see, yeah, I do have a bucket. The raid farm is working. I already got bad omen from this. I just started. And I was very lucky that a raid master spawned, or a what? Well, I don't know what they're called, but this makes it so much easier. I do definitely have to put something on that. Very well. In that case, oh, as you can see, a second banner is coming up. In that case, I'm going to quickly add a little bit of a roof to that place, because I don't like getting shot the entire time. So Death. Hello.
Hello, Rustic.
Hello.
I've been working on a little something.
Uh-huh.
Now, you remember how all the way back at the beginning of the season,
Yes.
you put this head on me?
No, I don't remember that. I think that was my twin brother, RusticDragon.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you'd like to follow me...
Oh god, I don't know why. There's like this gut feeling that this is not going to be good.
Oh, no, it's fine. Actually, it spices up your build quite a bit.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of tree cover here, so we're going to need to walk to the edge of the island for you to see this.
Mm-hmm. You know, I have a feeling like I know what it's going to be, and if you did this, I will prize you for the rest of your life. I can... Oh my goodness.
I told you would laugh.
Oh my. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know the exact scale, but it is a full head.
Oh my, it's pixel perfect, isn't it?
Almost. There's a few imperfections here and there, but
Oh my.
it's pixel perfect.
Okay, that's the best thing I've ever seen. Oh god.
I totally didn't spend the last 2 hours working on it, you know?
No, I felt like you didn't. Oh my.
Plus, it didn't help that whilst I was doing it, you caused a raid in my base.
Well,
Like...
I mean, okay. So in my defense, run. Oh, anyways, this is looking amazing. So as you can see, after I've done that previous project, I decided that I need a better storage system. Now, this doesn't seem very automated. I was thinking about making a fully automated sorting system. However, I've decided not to, and the reason is we are running paper, and I have noticed that stuff with like auto sorters and stuff, it doesn't always work. And I really don't feel like troubleshooting that. So I've went for this. Just a regular storage system. And all of these chests are going to be filled with shulker boxes. My plan is to have a full chest wall filled with shulker boxes. So for example, we'd have like an obsidian one. And it would be full with 27 shulker boxes worth. Or not even 27, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 9. 54, which is 54 shulker boxes. Is that right? Yeah, 54 shulker boxes full of obsidian, which that should be plenty, and there's no way we're going to fill this up. The one thing is, we don't even have enough shulker boxes to fill this. Like, I thought we had plenty, we don't have enough shulker boxes. Which means we might want to do some end busting in the near future. Also, this looks like something that took 10 minutes to do. It took way longer. Because I didn't have any trees set up anymore. I recently removed them all. And I didn't have any wood. And the log shop hasn't been stocked in a freakishly long time. So I had to do this all manually. Actually, for a matter of fact, I believe the log shop is a project of Leslie. I haven't seen Leslie around in a freakishly long time. In general. So, you know what, I think I am just going to go to his base and check up on him. I believe this over here is where Leslie lives. It's a very cool looking area. Close to our rocket. Hello? Anybody at home? Leslie? Oh no.